Ninth Science Biology Unit 18 Organization of Tissues. In the previous part we learned about xylem components. In this part we will learn about phloem and the differences between xylem and phloem. Phloem is a complex tissue because it is made up of four components. They are sieve elements, companion cells, phloem fibers, and phloem parenchyma. Phloem is a complex tissue because it has four components. They are sieve elements, companion cells, phloem fibers, and phloem parenchyma. Phloem transports food material. The sieve elements are the important transporting elements in the phloem. The sieve elements only transport food materials. Sieve elements are long cells. They are long tube-like cells. Their end wall, this is one end wall, this one is another end wall. The end wall has sieves. Sieve tubes are elongated tube-like slender cells. They are narrow, long cells. They are placed end to end. This is the end of one sieve element and another sieve is connected here, and this is the end of one sieve element and another end joins here. They are placed end to end. The end wall has sieves. Sieves are holes. In building construction sites, sieve is used to separate dust particles from sand. In kitchen also, sieve is used to remove impurities from food items. The end walls are perforated. Perforation means holes and are known as sieve plates. The main function of sieve tubes is translocation of food. They transport food from leaves to the storage organs of the plants. Leaves produce food material. From the leaves, the sieve elements transport the food to the storage organs. Storage organ may be a fruit, a seed, or maybe a potato like tuber. Companion cells are elongated cells attached to the lateral wall of the sieve tubes. Lateral wall means side wall. Companion cells are elongated cells. They are attached at the lateral wall of sieve tubes. This is one sieve tube. This is sieve plate. That is the end wall. This is another sieve tube. At the lateral side of sieve tube, companion cells are attached. This is one companion cell and this is another companion cell. Companion cells are elongated cells attached to the lateral wall of the sieve tubes. Phloem parenchyma are living cells. They have nucleus, cytoplasm. The long cells are companion cells. The short cells are parenchyma cells. They are normal parenchyma cells associated with other phloem elements. In this case, it is called as phloem parenchyma. They are living cells with cytoplasm and nucleus. The main function is storage of food. Phloem parenchyma are living cells which have cytoplasm and nucleus. Their function is to store food material. Phloem fibers are dead cells. They are the sclerenchyma fibers associated with other phloem elements. Sclerenchyma fibers, we have already learned about sclerenchyma fibers in the simple tissues. The sclerenchyma fibers are long cells with thick primary and secondary walls. The secondary walls are very thick. The secondary wall is made up of lignin. They are dead cells. Because of the thick wall, the phloem fibers give mechanical support. Sclerenchyma fibers associated with phloem are commonly called phloem fibers. These cells are elongated. They are long cells. Lignified. Their wall is made up of lignin and provide mechanical strength to the plant body. We have already learned about xylem and phloem. We know the components of xylem. Xylem has 4 components. They are tracheids, vessels. Tracheids and vessels are the conducting elements. They conduct water. Xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. Xylem fiber gives mechanical support. Xylem parenchyma function is storage. Phloem has 4 components. They are sieve elements, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. Xylem conducts water. Xylem conducts water through the channels. They are tracheids and vessels. Conducting channels of xylem are tracheids and vessels. In phloem, the conducting channels are sieve tubes. Xylem transports water and minerals. Phloem conducts organic solutes or food material. Leaves produce food by photosynthesis. The food dissolves and forms a solute. The dissolved food is transported through phloem. Xylem transports water and minerals from the root system to the upper part of the plant body. Phloem transports food from leaves to other areas. Phloem may transport food from leaves to the storage area. From the leaf, the food may be conducted to a fruit or seed. These are the storage areas, or tube or like potato or beetroot or carrot. The phloem transports food from leaves to the storage area. Phloem also transports food from storage area to the growing parts. A seed germinates. The seed has storage food. From the seed, the phloem transports food to the newly growing parts. Conduction is mostly unidirectional. Xylem transports water and minerals in a single direction, that is from roots to apical parts of the plant. In phloem, conduction may be bidirectional. The first one is leaves to storage organs and growing parts. Second, from storage organs to growing parts of the plants. Leaf produces food. The food produced by leaves is transported to storage organs or growing parts of the plant. When a seed germinates, the storage food found in the seed is transported to the growing parts of the plant. In phloem, the conduction of food is bidirectional. In xylem, the conduction of water and minerals is unidirectional. With that, we come to the end of plant tissues. In the next part, we begin to learn various types of animal tissues.